friends, it's Miss Carly, and today I'm going to show you how to make an apple-scented stress ball. Okay, so in your craft pack you should have a red balloon, you should have brown paint. I have mine in this container. You only need a little bit of brown paint. You should have a water bottle filled with flour that smells like apple. So I already mixed the flour and apple oil for you. To make it scented, I just put some drops of essential oil into this flour and then mix it all up. If you want, you can shake up your water bottle a little bit, get the clumps of flour out, and so it's easier to put in the balloon. What you're going to need is a paintbrush. You're going to need some scissors, some glue, and a funnel. Now, if you don't have a funnel, what you can do when we get to it is you can get your the lip of your balloon over your water bottle to pour the flour in that way. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put the flour in this balloon. So carefully open up your water bottle. Sometimes the flour gets stuck on the lid from all the shaking, so just tap a little bit so the flour falls to the bottom. No matter what, it's probably going to get a little bit messy because flour just tends to get everywhere no matter what you do. Okay, so put the funnel into your balloon. Just try to get it as much as you want up there. Okay, now you're just going to carefully, bit by bit, pour the flour into the funnel. And this is probably going to take some time, but don't worry about it. So, stress balls are very helpful, especially for anxiety. And aromatherapy stress balls are even better because aromatherapy can relieve stress, it can reduce anxiety. Just closing your eyes and taking in the smells will really help reduce that anxiety. So, school coming up, school getting a little more stressful, it might be a good idea to bring your stress ball with you. Maybe while you're doing homework, you can take a whiff of that sweet apple smell and help reduce that anxiety. Alright, so this is a good way to get the flour to fall in. Alright, now this does really take a while because I put half a cup of flour in these water bottles just so everyone can get the amount of firmness that they like from their stress balls. So when your flour gets stuck in the neck of the funnel and the neck of the balloon, what I suggest doing is getting like a pencil and just like pushing it through, making sure that it's not too sharp that you put a hole through your balloon, because then that would cause a great big mess. Because sometimes the clumps of the flour get stuck in the neck of the balloon or the neck of the funnel, so you just gotta break those clumps up. Alright, so when you are done putting your flour in your balloon, make sure before you take the funnel out that there is no flour in the neck of the balloon, so make sure it's all in the bottom here. Alright, then you can take your funnel out and tie this into a knot. You might need an adult's help. Just make sure it's tied up good, otherwise again we'll have a big mess of flour. Alright, so now we've got our apple and we've got a nice stem for our apple. So next thing we're gonna do is paint the stem. So you see it's not a very big stem, so that's why we don't have too much paint. Alright, so get paint get your paintbrush and paint that stem brown. All right. And you might get a little messy. So if you want to take a break, pause the video, wash your hands, go for it. I have some wipes over here to wash my hands. And this will probably also take a while to dry. So if you want to pause the video, restart it again once your stem is dry, then feel free to do that. All right, now we got a brown stem. All right, so while that's drying, what you can do next is grab your green felt. So I've given you a rectangle like this, and what you're gonna do, take your scissors and cut it into a nice leaf shape. All right, so let's do that. Nice leaf for our apple. All right, here we go, a nice leaf. All right, so now that we've got our leaf, let's just put some glue on there. Only a dab is necessary. And you can glue it to the top of your apple like this. And hold it down just to make sure it dries. Might take a little bit just because of the material of the balloon. And then there you go. An apple stress ball that smells like apple. And you can test it out. Use it while you're doing homework, anything stressful, and let me know how it goes. All right? Well, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had fun. All right, have a great day.